Alright, here's a song about community, commitment, and giving back. And it's called Here for Good. There was a time the road was my home. I rambled on from town to town. With a little saving grace, I found this place and the best people I have ever known. It's like the rising sun and a breath of fresh air in every smiling face on people who care. And always a little something to help you get back on track. That's what friends do when they've got your back. Well, I know this lady, she was down on her luck. A stack of medical bills on the table. Well, time had gone and left her bottom of an empty cup. She said I'd surely pay if I were able. Well, her next door neighbor pulled us all together, raised a little cash, help her get through the stretch of bad weather. Just a little something to help her get back on track. That's what we do, we've got your back. Around here we stand tall for each other. One can make a difference and take it further. It's time to take a stand, lend back that helping hand. My home is this neighborhood. I'm here for good. I'm here for good. Now I don't see life as us versus them. It seems to me we're all in this together. Let's agree to disagree, and maybe then begin with respect for one another. And if we're too busy talking, then we ain't listening. So speak your piece, this'll be a better world to live in. Just a little something to keep us all on track. That's what we do, we've got each other's back. Tall for each other. One can make a difference and take it further. It's time to take a stand, lend back that helping hand. My home is this neighborhood. I'm here for good. I'm here for good. I'm here for good. I'm here for good.
Hello, Gunnison.
Kristin Gruenberger here, coming to you from my studio, and just going to take a few minutes to walk through some of the pieces that I've been working on and talking a little bit about process and some of the new pieces that have been brewing here, including this teapot. These pieces are new. Here in the back, we've got a large cookie canister and this really lovely serving piece. I've also been able to play around with some greeting cards. These guys are hand-drawn with watercolor introduced. And the airplane, it's always really fun. This guy is wheel thrown, assembled. The top wings are wooden and stained. And a metal propeller. And here we have some fun new balloons. So all of these guys are thrown on the potter's wheel and assembled. Itty bitty baby balloons. The wire that you see here is actually fired into the clay itself. It's a high temperature wire. And the temperature that I fired to is 2232, so it gets pretty hot in there. Some of these I think you've seen at the Art Center. All the imagery on these pieces are individually hand carved and sized into the pot itself. The aspens that you see here are all around the pot, which has yet to be glazed. This guy here is my trout mug. I've got a fun little fly and lure on the bottom. It's been so nice to see so many people fishing, enjoying the beautiful weather we've been having. The process card that you see in the back here illustrates a little bit in terms of how that imagery is achieved. The incised line is carved into the piece. It's all free-handedly done. You can see this on the little octopus that I've started here. This is bone dry, meaning the piece has not been fired yet. Once the imagery is carved in, you can see that a black slip is applied to the entire surface of the pot, wiped away, and then I'll go back in with hand-painted accents, like you see here on the little plaque. The other Mishima work that I've been playing around with while sheltering in place is a collection of jewelry. This is a style of work that I started a long time ago and have been able to revisit some of it. They're all broken shard pieces. Here, this was broken from a cup done many years ago. As you can see, my throwing's gotten a little bit better since then, a lot thinner. So this broken piece needs to be ground down quite a bit. As you can see, that's quite a bit of grinding. Nice and smooth, and it lays flat on the surface. So with this pendant that you see here, I ground it down, created a bezel, and have a really nice piece here. I'm looking forward to making more of those pieces for sure. And coming over here, we are looking at some fun whimsy pieces. It was fantastic to do that birdhouse class virtually with many of you. This little mushroom house is actually one that we did together, and I've since glazed him. Beautiful flowers from Kelly and Crestibute at Misty Mountain Floral. Thank you, Kelly. The garden stakes. These will be coming to the art center here soon. Look at that fun curlicue. These are yard stakes. The gnomes. Lots of happy pieces. Happy bird feeder. He hasn't been strung up quite yet, but will be soon. I'll have a piece of cable that goes from the bottom, threaded all the way through the top, coming out this little hole here, allowing me to move my top piece up and down so I can fill my feeder with birdseed. All right, everyone. Well, stay well. Thanks so much for joining us for First Friday. Looking forward to seeing you all soon. In the meantime, I am available online, KristinGruenberger.com, and also I've been doing some videos and demonstrations and showing some new work on my Instagram, which is Kristin Gruenberger Ceramics. All right. Take care, everybody.
Hi, my name is Evelyn Roper, and I'm playing from an undisclosed location. It is not Colorado, obviously. Have not been there since March 6th. And then this pandemic broke out, and so I'm stuck in a place that has been snow-free since I've been here, and it's supposed to get to 90 degrees like this weekend. So, but no snow. No snow. All right. All of this leads to this song. Sometimes I feel like an outlaw. I wanna ride a wild pony through the night with the coyotes choir. The smell of sage in the air. I'd never stop. I saw the morning light. I believe in summer, desert are the answer. I'll carry all of my head. I would hide all day in the cool of the cavern, rest my head easy on the plate. Watch my dreams dance on ceilings, writings on the wall, left my feet on the morning stage. Hear the hoofbeats of the horses, those who ride by me while they're slow, they'll know that I'm nearby. Rhythm of the ravens swing overhead, and kiss my heartbeat. Watch the world with an eagle's eye. But I am not an outlaw. Walk around breaking laws and such. 'Cause if I were really an outlaw, I wouldn't give a damn. I wouldn't give a damn about everything, so much. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. Be safe, be well. And there's the woodpecker.
Welcome everybody. Hope you have a good evening. Here's a short video of the gallery for our virtual art walk evening. Enjoy and see you all soon. Bye.
for a while, and your face is reflected in her smile. Are you chasing the sun like me, losing sleep to the memory? If your light only shines on, singing you my sweetheart song, lyrics lit from up above, melodies brilliant within. You're vulnerable, bring me to shore, I bet you got reason to keep rolling, moving on. Wheel as your engines and the stage as you roll. While the clouds are passion over this moment, I'm lonely. Pray for you, your heart ain't clean, but the end of me, rolling masterpiece. Cows don't care what day it is, that's what ranching's all about. So he's coming home late again on this special night. Figures he's in trouble again and braces for the fight. Quickly steps through the doorway, full of sorry and regret. Meets him with a smiling face and not what's along. As the full moon comes up, she takes him by the hand, snuggles close beside him and asks, may I have this chance? He says, darling, I'm sorry, I can give you pretty things. So in her softest voice, she begins to sing.
Francie and Ellen Ivy for inviting me into the Virtual ArtWalk We were slated to have this in person next Friday, but obviously a pandemic broke out, and that's not going to happen in person. But I'm very, very grateful that they invited me to be a part of this. And thank you for you being a part of it too as an audience. My name is Evelyn Roper, and you can find me on Facebook under Evelyn A. Roper or the Opal Moon Band if you're wanting to know about booking, because I can play in your hometown, and if you are in my hometown, and that includes Gunnison, Crested Butte, or Lake City, you might be playing around there. Check out Ivy's Open Your Eyes Gallery and all the fine shops on all the main streets in those towns, and be well. Thank you. That I feel your touch, though your fingers are miles away, that the sound of your voice continues to whisper to me throughout the day, and the taste of your lips lingers on my home. How can this be? I'm all alone. Look in your eyes, that is always in my sight. Blueness colors my dreams at night, and the scent of your skin still perfumes my memories. How can it be? How can this be? You're not here. You I see everywhere. It's just fate, destiny. You can set my poor heart free. How can it be? That the clock won't tick. Time seems to slow down, except for the few precious moments with you. Then the hours come unwound. That'll live a million lifetimes with each second we have kissed. That it'll take 2,000,000 more to make up all the years we missed. Though I've known you for a short while, I've loved you for an eternity. How can this be? How can this be? You're not here, it's you I see everywhere. It's just fate, destiny. You can set my poor heart free. How can it be? How can it be? How can this be? And yes, I know, I'm very aware that my face mask is now starting to melt off my body. But the only thing out here are the birds, and you can probably hear that woodpecker. So thanks again, folks. Be safe, be well. See you again. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for virtually art walking with us tonight, Friday, May 1st. Gunnison Gallery is very proud to have watercolor and ink paintings by Ellie Fortune. Ellie is a Western grad from 2012 who does beautiful fantasy mythical illustrations of monsters and fairies and sea dragons. So beautiful. Please, we invite you to stop by sometime to see them in more detail. The gallery is open Monday through Saturday. So thank you again for virtually art walking with us tonight, and have a great evening and take care. Bye.
Hi, I'm Ellie Fortune. I'm a fantasy watercolor artist living here in Gunnison. Anyways, I hope you guys will enjoy ink and watercolor, and it's fun for any of you kiddos out there that really like creatures and dragons and monsters and things.
Well, it certainly is our pleasure being here this evening and playing some music for you folks. These first few songs we're playing are original tunes. Here's kind of a bluegrassy sort of number. I never walk before I run. I always jump the starting gun. I try to fly at the speed of sound, but my feet never even leave the ground. Well, how can I make it last? I'm too far too fast. I tried to get far away from here. I drove so fast that it was hard to steer. I put the cart before the mule. In 15 miles I was out of fuel. Well, how can I make it last? I'm too far too fast. Down by the river walking with my girl, I let her know that she rocks my world. I said to her, hey, will you marry me? She said, that's funny, won't you set me free? How can I make it last? I'm too far too fast. How can I make it last? I'm too far too fast. How can I make it last? I'm too far too fast.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm Jeff Taylor, and I am the director of the program of the Masters in Gallery and Museum Management at Western Colorado University. And I am also the director of the Quigley Gallery at Western, and we're normally a participant in the First Friday Art Walks. So when all of the things happened with the coronavirus, and certainly our art and cultural life really shut down in Gunnison, one of the things we considered for this, what was, supposed to be kind of a first big art walk of the spring in May, we thought, well, what can we do to try to still keep that tradition alive and give our community the arts and culture that we hope will sustain them through this difficult time. And fortunately, our friends at the Gunnison Arts Center had the idea of having a virtual version of the art walk through video and other technology. And that really worked well with the idea that we had come up with, because what would have been and is going to be our exhibition for this May 1st, this first Friday of May, would be our graduating Bachelor of Arts seniors. And traditionally this show, which is our last show for the academic year in the Quigley Gallery, is meant to showcase the work of those seniors. So with our gallery manager, Jessie Murphy, we decided to put to work a skill set that our graduate students have spent a lot of time, almost a whole semester, learning, which is how to use Google SketchUp in order to make a 3D model of a gallery, and then create that gallery exhibition and populate it with works so that a virtual visitor can get a simulation of what it would be like to see the exhibition. And that skill set really now, as we are constructing 3D gallery versions of the gallery that the students would have had for their exhibition. And in that way, trying to give them something that approximates the senior show that they were expecting. Okay, do you have any questions, Alyssa?
Thanks, Jeff. We're really excited to have you guys here to feature what Quigley has going on. I'm a graduate of Western in the art department, so I always love this time of year and seeing every student's work and, the 4 years of their hard work coming to an end. I sure remember that time when I was doing that. So I'm excited to hear what you guys have going on and what we can see from our own homes. So yeah, Jessie, if you want to go next, let us know what you have been working on.
Sure. So I'm really excited and honored to be a part of this project, and I'll share with you guys today the BFA solo exhibition I've been working on for student Owen Carver, and he's a BFA in graphic design, graduating this semester. So I'll share my screen and let's show the gallery to you all. So this is the Quigley gallery model that I've built to spec. Everything's to size. And you can kind of see here I've taken off the roof so you can get a good idea of the layout of the gallery. And then up here you see the scenes. So after I created the exhibition and installed all the artworks, I created scenes in order to create the final animation, which is of the gallery walkthrough, to have you feel like you're actually in the space and viewing the artwork in person. It gives a little bit more personal touch to it. I'll zoom in here some so you can see better. And then the process is very similar to installing an exhibition in person. Everything has to be measured precisely, sized properly, etc. So I have his show title here, Portrait of Self, BFA show. He has his artist statement here. We're able to insert wall text. And then I made his images three-dimensional as well. So you can kind of scan through and see the images. And then you can kind of spin around and see the other side of the gallery. And then the animation is time consuming as well, because you have to select points throughout the gallery to walk through in a natural manner and have it flow nicely so it's not too jarring. But it was really fun to work with Owen's images because they're really bright and eye-catching. And then I'll show you real quick. So I have this measured out here because all his artwork is the same size. So he wanted everything evenly spaced. So I'll just show you real quick. After I've measured precisely and created a box, I can then select this box in order to pull it out and make it a three-dimensional object. And then I can insert his artwork. Like that. So the most time-consuming part of the process is building the model and getting everything measured out as if it were a physical exhibition. So that's kind of a sneak peek of what's to come, and there will also be the BA group exhibition as well.
Awesome, Jessie. Thank you so much. When will this be available to see online?
We have our final convocation on Thursday, where it'll be revealed to the student body. We're doing an online convocation with everybody to celebrate all the graduating seniors. So we'll share live their artwork and exhibitions then, and then they'll be on the Western website Thursday as well for the public to see.
Awesome. And can we visit it just at western.edu? Is that the best place to see that?
Yeah, Jeff, do you know the information?
Yeah, it's going to be on the art department website. So
Okay.
it's going to be at the Western Art Department website is where you're going to be able to find this, as well as a gallery of all the images so that they can be found and seen. So
Wonderful. That's so exciting. Do you guys have any other questions for us for the art walk, or?
No, we're just really glad you're doing this. It's a really nice project, and we're just glad to be able to show you what we're doing and how that is. And we'll try to get, once Jessie completes the walkthrough video, and unfortunately her work is kind of impeded by the pace at which the students submit their work for her to actually build that, but we should have the video by then. And then hopefully that short video of a walkthrough will also make that available to you guys, and you can insert that into your First Friday Art Walk video.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate you doing this for us. And I know we can't wait to see what these kids have going. And I appreciate you guys, taking the extra step to offer them a way to exhibit their artwork in the end. So thanks a lot, you guys.
Thank you, Alyssa.
We'll finish the art walk on Friday.
All right. Thanks, Alyssa. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See y'all. Bye.
Welcome to Studio E Photography's Virtual Art Walk here in Gunnison, Colorado. I welcome you all back to my studio as soon as we're safely allowed to. I really miss you all. It's been very quiet without subjects to photograph. So in the meantime, what I've been working on is more art pieces. You can see a full collection between my studio and the shop at the Gunnison Art Center. But I've been working on flowers because they make me happy. And so I take my image and I transfer them to wood. And you can see here some pieces that I do. These are all 8x10 florals. And I've also been working on coasters as well, updating that collection. So as some of you know, I've done the Aspen coasters with wood transfers as well. So flowers and Gunnison art scenes on coasters. So that's a little bit about the fine art that I've been working on. I've also been helping teach our community and bringing art to your home by teaching a wood art class that you can learn how to do this from the seat of your own home. I provide all the materials. You can get more information on my Facebook, which is Studio E Photos. And so, yeah, go ahead and like that if you want more information on that. Additionally, I've been doing a free community morale boost project, which are the porch portraits, some since been dubbed portraits. And so I've been driving up to our community's homes and staying in my cars along focal length, taking photos of all of your lovely faces, whether it be funny or realistic. And I ask that you please go vote for your favorite image, because that family or the quarantine crew that has the most votes on Facebook will win a Gunny goodie bag. So companies like Tava Real Estate, Tava Elevated, Treads and Threads, Firebrand, Gunnison the Western Theater Company, amongst a few others have all band together to put together a bag for this community morale boost and the winner. So hop onto Facebook. You can search by Gunny Porch Portrait Voting and check that out. So that is some of what we've been up to here. And my studio, I just moved, so I am not set up, and I'm waiting for you guys to set up. So I can't wait until I have you all back here in my studio, and I will be all set up and brand new, and you'll be able to see the lovely new space that I'm building, and truly you guys will complete it. So I look forward to you all returning, and I hope you are all staying safe and healthy and happy and sane. If you find sanity, let me know. I'm not brushing my hair, but I am relaxed and having a nice time. So enjoy yourself and be well.
Hi everybody, it's Sheila Anderson, one of the shop artists at the Gunnison Art Center. Since we can't get together in person yet for the art walk, I decided to show you a few of my things from my studio. My studio is in the Kelly building, alley entrance right across from the Taco Bell drive-thru, so it's really convenient and great. I just love it here. So these are some of the things that I have been doing during this coronavirus quarantine. And I'll start over here. These little collages that I make, the inspiration came mostly from children's books. I ran a program at the elementary school where I've worked for 21 years, sending books home with students. And when the books got too raggedy and beyond repair, I couldn't bear to throw away all of the books, so I saved some of these illustrations. These illustrations came from a book called Red Fox and His Canoe, and then I put them on the board. I found this hook, this arrow hook, in a thrift store, and so I painted it black, and I made the little clay pieces to go along with the illustrations that are so cute. And of course, the Bible verses, which are meaningful to me. I just love that little guy. Here's one with all the kids playing. That was a musical book. And so I saved the illustrations and made the clay little pieces to go with it. Here's a couple little collages from Ezra Jack Keats' book called The Pet Show. I love these illustrations. And these are fun just to piece together with all kinds of other things that I collect along the way. I just become a real scrounger. And I love this funky old stuff. Sometimes these have a little peekaboo on the inside. Most of these little blocks have come from thrift stores for like $1.99 or something. This one has little clay flowers on the side and a little peekaboo on the inside. I like to repurpose things that I can, so it suits my purposes. I have been making earrings again. These are really fun, lots of different colors, different sizes, different prices. They range from $12 to $22. And some of them just have a few more of the jump rings put together, and some don't. These pieces here have been kind of fun to experiment with. Sometimes when you've got a container of glaze and you've just got a little bit left in the bottom, not enough to do a whole piece, I just decided it would be kind of fun to try something different. So this taller piece is a really nice size for kitchen utensils, and that shorter one could be a short utensil keeper. I also have some imprinted plates. This one has the cute bicycle with the word joy. And this one has the bicycle with the word peace. And both of those have purple, let's see, under the rim. Here's another little block. A little girl on the side too. They're praising God. This one, this bike illustration came out of the Berenstain Bears and the Bicycle book. A joyful heart is good medicine. This one, darling, I love that little boy and the moose are having a conversation. The moose came out of Red Fox and his canoe, and the boy, I'm not sure. But this one has 3 little hooks on it. Would be great for lightweight jackets or hats or jewelry. And then 2 more little collages. This one's a Holly Hobby illustration and some clay additions. This little guy came out of a P.D. Eastman book, and I can't think of the title of the book, but he was holding in the illustration an oil can. So I cut that oil can out of the illustration and created the flower pot. And I just think he would make a really cute little Mother's Day gift for somebody. I've got some of my bear bowls. This one is a good size. It's probably 10 inches across and about 5 inches deep. And I love this little bear. He's always going after the blueberries in the patch. And then there's a second bear in the back and more blueberries. And then a smaller of the bear bowl. Sorry. I also have a couple of these bowls in that same process of the drippy glazes. These kind of look like a landscape on the sides. And then a pretty green on the inside. This big bowl, this one is really big. This one is about 12 inches across. And it's got the blue on the inside and then this kind of yellowish bluish in the vine. I love the way the glaze seeps into the design and breaks and makes a neat design. I've got some mugs, a berry bowl, and I make my berry bowls with a saucer so that you can rinse your berries, and then if they're still a little drippy, you can have the saucer and you can just take it to the table with the saucer. And I love that. I've got a couple more of those at the Art Center in the green glaze that I like so much. And I think that's it. I think that's it for today. So there's a lot more at the Art Center, and I can't wait to see you guys all in person soon. Take care.
We're singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, we're singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Woke up this morning, I smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds, each by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is our message to you, yeah. We're singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Hey. Up this morning, I smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds, each by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true. Singing, this is our message to you, yeah, yeah. We're singing, don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. We're singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright.
Hi, I'm Scotty Kenton, and I just love the Gunnison Art Center. My wife and I have been members here for about the last 10 years. This show is dedicated to the art in our community, and the profits from the sale of these works will go directly to the Gunnison Art Center. My show is named My Friend the Camera, because in our wonderful part of the world, there is so much to see and experience. A camera can be your friend. It's always ready when you want to go out on a trip. Loves a good sunset. Cameras to me have a personality of their own. Point them in the right direction and give them a little encouragement. Photography can be very personal, yet in the end, it's the camera that lets you share your experiences with others. I'd like to thank Francie and Alan Ivy for being wonderful inspiration for me and my camera work and pointing me in the right direction. So let's see what we've got today. Let me take you on a little tour. Here we have a mixed media where we have, this is a gallery wrap, and this is actually printed on metal. And everything that you see here has been printed right up the street at Open Your Eyes Gallery. Well, let's start out with the Pirates. This is a picture taken at the Crestone Music Festival. And these guys pound on these drums all night long. But I love night photography. And this is a good example of what you could do with your camera around the firelight. Here's a picture of the Milky Way. Something that's just jumps out at you here in Colorado with our dark skies. Here we have a moon shot. This is called the Circumpolar Star Trail. This here is the North Star. This is a shot in the canyon of the Green River. Stillwater Canyon is Green River. It shot 30 2-minute pictures, which equals 1 hour. And you can see how far a star travels in an hour. Here we have the solar eclipse that happened in August 2017. So what you have is a picture of the moon and the picture of the sun. The sun is actually behind the moon. They line up almost exactly, and the outside is called the solar corona. You can only see that during a solar eclipse. Now we're in Colorado. Here we have the Box Canyon in Telluride, Colorado, and this is actually Ingram Falls. Bridalveil Falls is just around the corner there. Here it had rained for a few days before the picture. It's fall with beautiful fall colors, and there's water coming over the falls, really nice. Here's a picture of a valley up in the Cimarrons. Our resident Blue Mesa bighorn sheep. Here we're back in Telluride. This is a spring picture, and you can really see the water you get. This is another Telluride mountain picture. And here we're going to jump to the Black Canyon of the Gunnison. The Black Canyon is a challenge for a photographer in the fact that it comes out black. This picture is taken actually before the sun comes up on the horizon behind me, but the sun is actually shining on the clouds and the light is soft in the canyon, which gives you the ability to get both things visible in the picture. This is a little interesting shot, something that can't be taken picture of now because they've moved this little engine over to the new railroad museum facility they have in Ridgway. This is called Motor One. It was part of the original Galloping Goose narrow gauge tracks that went to Rico and on to Dolores. Now we're in the Wild West. This is a trapper cabin. This is a guy that actually lives very close to me. He's a mountain man, of course, and you can see the buffalo skulls on top of the roof there. And you can actually see up here, there's a medicine wheel of buffalo skulls that tracks the sun's movements. Here's a picture looking out at Iola on the road to Lake City. Of course, we got a full moon coming up. Beautiful, beautiful skies here in Colorado. Now we're moving west. This is Hovenweep. This is the draw on the Hovenweep Tower. Very, very interesting architecture if you look around and see what they've built. This picture is in Monument Valley, the tower that you can see. Here's what the Navajos call the mittens. This is the classic Monument Valley picture. This is taken really late in the evening. This is about a 5-second exposure. So even though I lack a lot of clouds, I can see the haze on the horizon. Makes her the perfect match for the reds and stuff you see in Utah and Arizona. This is back to Stillwater Canyon. Little rainbow coming in. You can see how the clouds make the drama of the picture. This is Dead Horse Point, which is very near Arches National Park. I really recommend going there. This is a beautiful morning, very, very early in the morning. Some clouds giving the picture an interesting look. Very clean skies after the rain. This next picture was an interesting evening. I was trying to take a picture of the Black Canyon. It just wasn't working out. But I'd noticed on the way, this is the Warner Point Trail, that this might be an interesting place to take a sunset. This is an 8-panel panorama picture. The resolution's great. That's one of my favorite pictures I've taken. Back to the Black Canyon, the Gunnison. This is Sunset Point Overlook. It's one of the few places you can see the river in a picture and see a lot of it normally taken with a sunset. But it's been done that way so many times, I decided to take it in a very early morning with the sun shining from the east to the west, lighting up the canyon. This is a picture I took between Gunnison and Montrose with one of those crazy spring snow flurries. So it snowed for about an hour, and then of course clouds went away, sun's starting to come out, and it just flocked these trees. You can see this point when you're on top of the summit of the Blue when you're driving to Montrose. So I'm gonna go with this first picture. This is looking up West Elk Creek. These guys are Mackinac fishing. This is a 2-picture panorama shot handheld out of my boat. You can see that any pictures of these rock pinnacles, just like the pinnacles you see on the road, Highway 50, are so very interesting and always changing with the light. This is a picture of a bridge from the highway to the wilderness across the Lochshaw River. I was camped at this spot and I waited all afternoon for a really interesting boat to come along. This is a dory. So these guys are fishing the Salmon River in Idaho. So if you see anything you would like to have, visit GunnisonArtCenter.org. Now we're to flowers and wildlife, and they kind of speak for themselves. We've got white columbines, we've got a purple columbine, something we really cherish here in Colorado, the lupine here and behind the deer there. This owl, actually, I didn't travel real far because he was in the tree just outside my back door. This is an interesting picture. This is a signpost painted by one of my nieces. Kind of speaks for itself. Shower house, hot tub, love bench. It's right on the Little Cimarron Creek. This truck sits at a ranch gateway by Norwood, Colorado. It's still there today, very interesting. Not quite as red as it was, but this is shot at 11 millimeter. You can see what you can do with your camera. I'm still itching from the nettles here, but it's one of my favorite pictures I've taken. This type of work is a framed canvas. It's pretty interesting. It works really good with these light flowers. Let me jump over here to where Point Reyes with about a 50-mile-an-hour wind with these ice flowers. Really, really pretty. Good way to sandblast your camera, but so dramatic. So, now we're back in Colorado. This is something I really love. Some old trucks. This is a barn that I've driven by. I finally saw it with the door open and this cool old truck in it. This is a 3-picture panorama, and it just kind of captures what Delta County is all about, because that's where it is, right near the Coady turnoff. So the last of our show is going to be something I can just love to do. It's a great part of my camera hobby, and it's old cars and trucks. You're going to have to come and look at these. You can get on the website. There's a picture of every piece of work in the show that's going to be on the website. It'll have the size of it. It'll have the price. And again, all proceeds are going to go to the Gunnison Art Center. This is something you can do with your camera. Have a lot of fun. It's low pressure. You never know what you're gonna get. You come home and you oftentimes have a little gem in the pictures you're taking. Here we go with some more. One of my favorites, my sister's old boyfriend used to have a Corvair, so I was very happy when I found that. Really interesting when you see the way they did the logos on this cars. This is an old Chrysler. You can see it's also Plymouth. It was a Dodge Ram long ago. These are actually my neighbor's cars, except for the Telluride snow truck. We've got an old Nomad, Monte Carlo. These are all cars being rebuilt. That's what my neighbors do. This is snow we used to get in Telluride, and I hope we do again. So thanks for taking a tour of the show. Keep in mind that any of the profits from the sales of the work here are going to go to the Art Center. It's something we should support. The other thing I'd like to show you is where you see this picture and the price it comes in at. Keep in mind that it can be done at a different size. It can also be done as a gallery wrap or as a metal piece. So I enjoyed my time. Please come down, look in the window, and I hope by mid-May we can come into the Art Center and you can have a tour for yourself. So thanks for watching this in our virtual art walk, and check the website. All these works will be on there. A picture of each, the price of them, the size, and you can show your friends and look through to see if there's something you'd like to have in your own home.
Hi everybody, this is Brianna here at the Gunnison Art Center, and I'm here to show you the shop that we have here at the GAC. I am our staff liaison, so that means that I am the go-between between our staff and all of our lovely 14 local artists that we house here in the shop. So I'm going to take you on a tour of what we've got on the walls and let you know a little bit about what we're doing during the lockdown. So beginning next week, we will be open Tuesdays through Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Only limited people in the building, and it is going to be one way, so you'll enter the shop from the gallery. Let's start here with Erin Chicoine, local photographer extraordinaire. She is teaching an online class right now about how to do this wood transfer technique. I believe she makes these frames. They're magnetic and stick together, very cool. Apologize for all the blank spaces on the walls. On Thursdays, the shop is doing a Facebook Live event every Thursday called Shop the Shop, where one of our artists will take you through all of the artwork in the shop and you can purchase it from your home. You just have to make a comment and you complete the sale. Again, that's Shop the Shop on Thursdays, and that is on the shop's Facebook page. It is separate from the art centers, so go follow. These are postcards. I have one of these notepads and love it. She also does prints on metal here and has some historic Colorado, historic Gunnison. And then we'll move to Sheila Anderson. Beloved at the schools, beloved everywhere in Gunnison. Sheila is the potter for Fresh Baked Pottery. Again, apologies for the blank spots, but we are selling some work during this quarantine. Okay, and then we'll move over to Montrose watercolor artist Sherry Eisgreen, who works honestly in all sorts of media. Sorry about that. These are beautifully built up sculptures of hers. Here's some watercolor paintings, cards, and we'll do a little bit more Sherry upstairs too. And we've got Candy Carson, who led our last Shop the Shop. If you go to our Facebook page and just look at our videos, they post there afterwards, so you can still catch Candy taking you through the store. She does some cards as well, little magnetic paintings. Candy teaches a lot of our courses here too in our Ann series nights. Okay, now we'll go to Molly Darby here in the hallway, who made these paintings, mixed media, with her daughter Petra. They're Explore 1 through 6. And of course, Auntie Enid's lovely jewelry. She just brought in new stuff. Then over here we have got Abra Carbon, who is our resident artist back there in the clay studio. And she has just been making like crazy. Look at those colors. Lovely painting by Abra too. Got just the tiniest sneak peek of Peg Yale here. And we have got new Kristin Gruenberger ceramics. Stuck a little strawberry in there. All sorts of new stones. She has made a whole bunch of new inventory as well, so check out Kristin Gruenberger ceramics. It's going fast. So if you want something of hers, let her know now. Okay, and then in the corner we have Chelsea Hoyt, wood burner and person extraordinaire. Also got some cards, some local photography, and some beautiful necklaces with found objects. Okay, upstairs we go. When you visit, when we're open, when we reopen the building, we're gonna have a one-way on the stairs rule, but you will be allowed to visit upstairs as well. Got a little bit more candy here. And then, let me see if I can get a good one. Got Jan Runge here, who makes these frames. This is more of Sherry Eisgreen's work. Now Sherry is running a sale currently. If you go to our Facebook page, the details of the sale are there. Our other artists decided to hop on board and have a sale for Mother's Day. So details coming soon. This stuff unframed. So if you're a Sherry fan on a tight budget, this is your spot. Got more of Sheila Anderson up here as well. Now Sheila's gonna have new stuff up for Shop the Shop on Thursday. Our beloved Peg Yale and her fabrics. Just really embraced the spring spirit in here. We've got Sarah Van Dyke's jewelry over here, always lovely, always classic. Peg Yale. And then we've got lots more Enid jewelry here in the corner. Here in the center, we have Kenzie, who is a local photographer. And unfortunately, the building closed before many people got to see her beautiful display. Got these great calendars of the Gunnison County. is here. Okay, that does it for the tour of the shop at the Gunnison Art Center. Again, we are going to be opening next week, Tuesdays through Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Thanks so much for virtually touring.
Friday morning downtown working blues, working holes through the soles of my shoes. But in spite of everything, my heart begins to sing. I know what tomorrow will bring. Barefoot with you Saturday morning, clear blue summer skies, my heart is warming. Tears in my eyes without warning. Barefoot with you Saturday morning. Well, it takes more than blue jeans pocket change to buy lobster tails, caviar, champagne. But we've got peaches on the table and fresh eggs in the pan, so I know what makes me a wealthy man. Barefoot with you Saturday morning, clear blue summer skies, my heart is warming. Tears in my eyes without warning. Barefoot with you Saturday morning. With you, we've got nothing to do. We don't need our shoes to dance away these blues. Barefoot with you Saturday morning. Barefoot with you Saturday morning. Clear blue summer skies, my heart is warming. Tears in my eyes without warning. Barefoot with you Saturday morning. Barefoot with you Saturday morning. Barefoot with you Saturday morning.
Good?
Yeah, that was awesome.